let's find the one who's most nervous.
Okay, let's try.
Okay, everyone put on your ready faces so you don't look nervous. Pick one, Mas Dobrin.
Oh, it will be hard. Okay, let me see. I'm so confused. There's so many.
Pick the most nervous one.
Okay, we can try with.
Oh,
sorry.
I think this is touchscreen.
Yeah.
Mas Dobrin just tap the screen. This one?
Yeah.
Okay, you can call
Okay. Okay, Dani Saputra.
Dani Saputra. Oh, you look so surprised.
Yeah, she didn't expect that. That's the thing.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm sorry first, but it is raining outside. So
Oh no, we can't hear it. It's fine.
Okay, that's fine. My name is Dani. I'm 21 years old and I'm from West Borneo.
Ooh. I did not expect that. I expected somewhere near, but Borneo. Okay, Mas Dani, yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you choose DREaM? Can you tell us just a little bit?
First, I actually don't know there's DREaM game. So someone in my campus told me that, hey, can you join this? So why not?
That's right.
Good.
Yeah.
Are you in campus right now? Because there's some people.
No, I actually in a public place.
Okay.
Good. Thank you very much. I hope you also have a great time here with
Thank
DREaM.
you.
Thank
See
you.
Tomorrow.
Okay. What about? Let's just talk with all of the participants.
Yeah.
If we have the time, let's talk with each and every one of them. Now I want to call girl or boy. What's the good?
It should be. Well, we did it like boy, girl, boy. It should be a girl now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's pick the one that's nervous. The one that's smiling. Okay. I see smiling people. I saw like 4 people smiling. Justine. How do you say your last name? Justine Andrea. I'm sorry.
Andrew.
Okay, hello. Can you
Hi.
introduce yourself?
Hi, so I'm Justine Andrew from the Philippines.
Hi. Okay, so 2 people from the Philippines. Okay, so Justine, you saw the videos for the traditional dances. Can you tell us a bit, like, what did you think of it?
Oh, I really liked it. I mean, I found it really interesting, especially the second video. And I liked how it was set in a modern setting. Like, I saw there were cars in the background, and it was behind her was the school sign, which is interesting because she was performing something cultural and she was wearing cultural attire, and the dance was a cultural dance. So it was really interesting.
That's true, actually. It was filmed in front of the
Yeah.
Do you know that, Mas Dobrin?
Yeah, I think in front of the main gate of the university. Yeah.
So she was showing off UGM, basically. Thank you, Justine, for answering the question.
By the way, why did you choose DREaM?
Oh yeah, why did you choose DREaM?
A must question for all of the participants.
Okay, so well, for me, I was supposed to go on a exchange in another school, but because of COVID, it got canceled. So my school informed me of this program, so I was really interested to join. Since I won't have the opportunity to go to another country, at least I have this virtual program where I get to meet people from different parts of the world, and the theme is about the pandemic. So like it's kind of interesting since that's the reason why my exchange got canceled. Yes.
That's okay. Even though your exchange got cancelled, you can meet new people through DREaM, right?
Well, sure, there will be a lot of new friends.
Yes.
We already have 85. Thank you. Thank you, Justine, by the way.
Should we ask somebody? Yes or no? Should I?
Okay, because I think that we're ready to move on to the next agenda. And everyone's really excited.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I think it's high time for us officially open this DREaM program today. Thank you very much for being here with us today. Thank you for having the time and registering the DREaM. And I know you know, but let me remind you again that this year's DREAM's title is Resistance Amidst Global Pandemic. Today, you have me, Mas Dobrin,
And hi everyone, my name is Fafal. I'm an undergraduate student in the Faculty of Psychology, UGM. And this is Mas Dobrin. Mas Dobrin, where are you from?
Thank you once again. I'm from Bulgaria, but I'm currently a student here in International Relations. I'm taking my master's degree here in Division. But soon I will graduate and it will make me really sad and I have to go back to Bulgaria.
It's okay, you can always come back.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay.
So what do we do now?
Well, actually, you know, like in all the events, before we actually start the event, we should have our opening remarks. And this year, from these opening remarks are from who, Pedro?
Okay, so the opening of DREaM 2020 will be made by Bapak Imade Andi Arsana, PhD, and he is the head of OIA at Universitas Gadjah Mada. So, Pak Andi, if you're ready, the time is yours.
Hi, thank you very much, Val, and also Dobrin. Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope everyone is good here. My name is Andy. I'm the head of the international office. Thank you very much for being here with us. I would like to say hello to basically to 85 participants from 38 countries. 38 universities from 17 or 18 countries. It's quite a lot. As you probably have heard that this is for the first time for us to have this DREaM virtually. So thanks to COVID-19. People usually say that COVID-19 is a disaster. To an extent, it is a yes, but let us think about this. If it's not because of COVID-19, I don't think it is this easy for us to meet, right? I mean, to see everybody from different countries at one particular time, and we can say hello, we can know each other, we can interact. So I think, in my opinion, in our opinion, in UGM, instead of considering COVID-19 as a disaster, we consider COVID-19 as a reminder for us to change. So if you think about this, even, for example, last year or 2 years ago, this technology of Zoom was already there, right? So all the video conference, all the internet, all the technology has been there actually. But if you think about that, we didn't really do this 2 years ago. Why? Because we just didn't see it yet. You know, we are still happy to travel across the world, which is, I think, something good to do. But can you imagine, I for example, early this year, I was in New York for a negotiation, they call it. And you know what we did at that time in New York was actually travel there for very long time, jet lag, different climate, to sit down there and talk. Exactly the same thing that we did now. So actually now I'm thinking, what did we do? You know, doing all of those kind of things. While on the other hand, yesterday, for example, I had a meeting with my colleague in Perth, in Australia. It took us only 30 minutes, virtually via Zoom, and we decided two very important decisions, yet very warm, very effective. It, you know, cut all the time, cut all the costs, and we don't have any carbon footprint, not that much at least. So I think this is something that we really should embrace. And this is what this DREaM is all about, my friends. So I think I will basically congratulate everybody, especially my friends at the Office of International Affairs. I will not say their name because I don't want to miss anyone. Everybody has been working really, really hard. Thank you so much about that. And also thank you so much all the participants from different countries, different continents. I will end this short remarks by reaffirming that if we sometimes think that COVID-19 a disaster, it might be true somehow, but to me, COVID-19 does not change us. It actually reveals who we really are. So COVID-19 reveals that we are actually people who can really adapt, who can change for the better. So I hope through DREaM, you'll also feel the same, that it is not merely a disaster, but this is actually a reminder for us to be better, to love our earth better. So with that, with the grace of God Almighty, we declare that the DREaM 2020 is now officially open. Thank you very much. I'll give you a reaction of a clapping hand in the Zoom. That's how we do it usually, right? So thank you very much. Back to Dobrin. And
Thank you very much, Pak Andy, for the long speech, for the also inspiring, very inspiring about our current situation with the COVID here. But now let's see, what do we have next for our friends here?
Now, after this, everyone, we will be presenting to you a short video about UGM. So it's an introduction video to UGM. So for the operator, our hardworking operator, are you ready to present the video?
As a world-class national university, Universitas Gadjah Mada is dedicated to the interest of nation and humanity. It delivers research, education, and community service by developing knowledge for the benefits of the society, the nation, and the world. We learn from each other, and we are strong together. Intelligence does not have true value when it cannot be shared with others. Learning processes will never stop because they are always evolving. Here, we learn by constantly exploring science, learning from history, observing the present, and researching for the future. We will always work hard and never give up. The learning process and research at Universitas Gadjah Mada continue to go together to discover new innovations. UGM built the Wisdom Park that can support the teaching and learning process. The park is an open space for the public. UGM also offers bicycles as a means of transportation within the campus that supports the creation of a conducive environment. Universitas Gadjah Mada has also developed drinking water facilities throughout the campus, a system that was provided by Toyogama Company. This is for the benefit of the entire academic community of Universitas Gadjah Mada. Students of Universitas Gadjah Mada in the course of study have the opportunity to apply the knowledge they have learned in college among community, increase their empathy or social life, and sensitivity to others as an example. Universitas Gadjah Mada students have the opportunity to do a community service program in Papua. In terms of disaster mitigation, Universitas Gadjah Mada produces qualified human resources with academic ability as well as professional planning and management skills in disaster management. We have played an active role in society by establishing a disaster response unit known as DREaM. Knowledge development innovation continues in order to hone the students' skills during their learning process. This includes the development of mapping methods of disaster-prone areas that are difficult to reach. The Eliminate Dengue Project Indonesia has released mosquitoes with Wolbachia in several communities in Yogyakarta, a densely populated city that is a dengue endemic area. The purpose of this release is to proliferate Wolbachia among local mosquito populations to enable us to reduce the transmission of dengue fever to humans. We have real laboratories in the field for implementation of education and research. Gamma Herbal Indonesia Company produces and distributes research-based herbal and traditional medicine and utilizing harvests from traditional farmers. Learning and research about technology is strongly supported at Universitas Gadjah Mada. Many types of technology research have been conducted at UGM. Lecturers and researchers at UGM continue to conduct research in various disciplines. Forms of research in agriculture and animal husbandry also continue to be carried out in collaboration with industry partners. This is one of the commitments of Universitas Gadjah Mada. Innovate Academy, or IA, is a form of commitment of Universitas Gadjah Mada to turn its students into skillful young entrepreneurs through startup businesses. Challenges are what make life interesting. Success is a journey. It is hard work through learning, studying, and sacrifice. But most of all, love what we do. Universitas Gadjah Mada maintains the unity of the nation by promoting national interests rather than regional and group interests. Universitas Gadjah Mada is a university of the people that fights for and promotes the interests of the people and the nation of Indonesia. As a university that has long been recognized by the public, we are proud of our strong tradition of tireless service to the nation and state. With delivering education, research, and community service being the main duties of higher education in Indonesia, we remain committed to always instilling the values of Pancasila. We will always try to protect the sovereignty of Indonesia in accordance with the state ideology of Pancasila and sustain the life of the nation democratically, whilst still maintaining the true identity of Indonesia.
We are UGM. We are UGM.
Wow.
You know, Farah, this is the first time I'm seeing this video, but it's okay because I have like the experience to be here on campus and I can see it every day. So, dear friends, I want to assure that what you saw in the video is exactly how you're going to find it if you come here to Indonesia, especially all the buildings, the really huge campus. It's like all green all the time. Plus, you have these amazing buildings for like with a lot of motifs, you know. Why is it like that?
Well, because UGM is located in Yogyakarta, that's why a lot of the buildings are very, historical and they're from a long time ago. And it implements many of Jogja's cultures and also the tradition here.
Okay.
And it's also very green.
Yeah, that's
Many
it.
trees. Okay, then Mas Dobrin, because we saw a short introduction to UGM, what's our next agenda?
You know, that's funny what you mentioned about Yogyakarta actually, because next we are going to see together a short presentation about Yogyakarta, what actually makes Jogja really special. Jogja is actually the short term from Yogyakarta. You'll hear it more often Jogja rather than Yogyakarta. That is why here we have a special guest actually. We have the Ambassador for Tourism in Yogyakarta, Mbak Sekar Sari. Are you ready, Mbak Sekar, here with us today?
Yes, I'm ready. Can you hear?
Okay, time is yours.
Okay, and a reminder to all participants, if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section below.
All right. Okay, and before that, please remind me if I'm out of the time. So yeah, because it is a very short introduction, I don't want to have any delay for my presentation, but before that, I would like to say hello to all the participants and also for the organizers. Thank you for organizing this. Annyeonghaseyo, konnichiwa, sawadee-krap, what else? I do hope that I can have more greetings, but okay, yeah, let's just go to the presentation. Yep. All right. I would like to present about JOGJA from classic to contemporary. I was born and grew in JOGJA. So here is some terms for JOGJA. Officially, it's called Yogyakarta or Yogya. And then it is also pronounced and written Yogyakarta or JOGJA. But the official name is Special Region of Yogyakarta. Why it is called as a special region? Because this province is led by the king. So the king is also the governor for our province, the special region of Yogyakarta. And as you can see in the presentation, that the current king is the Hamengkubuwono X. He replaced the previous king, Hamengkubuwono the ninth. So yeah, you can see in the picture, it was the visit of Prince Charles and Princess Diana at that time in 1998, when Hamengkubuwono X has just replaced the previous king. And now we still have the same king, the Hamengkubuwono X, until he passed away. But yeah, it's a trivia. So the current king has no son. That yeah, usually it's always the throne is will be replaced by the son. But now all the children are daughters. So let's see. About the location of Yogyakarta. Yogyakarta is a very small point, yeah, in Indonesia. Among the whole region of Indonesia, it is just a very small, but it's very complex. Here, why it is very complex? Here I would like to present about the philosophical axis or imaginary axis of Yogyakarta. As you can see, there is a southern sea and then Panggung Krapia, oops, and also alun-alun selatan is the south alun-alun. It's like the backyard of the palace. And then number 4 is the Yogyakarta Palace, and then the number 5 is the front yard, Alun-Alun Utara, North Alun-Alun, and then Tugu, and also the Merapi Mountain that is also considered as one of the most active volcanoes in Indonesia, especially in Java. So just to give an illustration, if you are driving from UGM that is located in the center of the city, of the province, you just need to drive an hour to go to the south to see the sea. And if you want to go to the mountain, you just need to drive an hour as well. So you can imagine that the location of Yogyakarta is very strategic. And here, why it is called as a philosophical axis or imaginary axis, because these buildings, this design of the city also has the meaning for the society. Going up to the north is getting higher and higher. It reminds the human that we need to be united with the God. And go to the sea, go to the south, you need to be united with the with the society. So that are the philosophies of the life and living in Yogyakarta. All right. Then, okay, as I mentioned before, because there are a lot of symbols from the architecture, from the design of the city, there are also a lot of symbols that is flourished in the daily life. For instance, from the design of the clothes, of the traditional clothes, batik. Here is the batik, and also the costume of the dancer, and also the costume of the king. That, for instance, in the ear, there is a decoration for there is a earpiece for the king. It is the symbol that as a human we need to listen more rather than to talk more, because there are a lot of values, there are a lot of symbols in Yogyakarta. So this region is also called as the city of philosophy. But then there are also a lot of tagline and slogan for this city as well, as a city of students, city of culture, and also city of tolerance. Why it is called as the city of students? Because Universitas Gadjah Mada at the time, as the oldest university in Indonesia, also born in Yogyakarta. As you can see here, here is the oldest Universitas Gadjah Mada that was held inside of the Palace of Yogyakarta at the time, before Universitas Gadjah Mada have their own building. And here is the first Indonesian president, Soekarno, at that time, who was also designed the main building of Universitas Gadjah Mada, Balairung UGM, the main building of UGM that is still very strong, existed in Jogja. And moreover, the last data, the last record I got, now there are 137 universities in Jogja. So you can imagine there are a lot of students over here, and there are a lot of students coming from outside of Jogja, outside of Indonesia even. That's why there are a lot of cultural expressions in Yogyakarta. So it is called as the miniature of Indonesia as well, and as the center of culture. And because they live in peace and harmony, they call it as the city of tolerance as well. All right. Next, here I would like to share about the syncretism in Jogja, because there are a lot of beliefs, there are a lot of religions, values, and culture brought to Jogja, and they can live peacefully here. There are several forms of syncretism in Jogja. The majority is Muslim, but there is also the biggest Buddhist temple in Indonesia, or even I think in the world, yeah, called Borobudur. It is also an hour and a half driving from UGM. So yeah, it is very close. And also one of the biggest Hinduism temple called Candi Prambanan, also in Jogja. And also there is some other beliefs like Konghucu, and also the local beliefs that is still existed and well developed here. And here you can see, I put in the presentation, this is the cloth, traditional cloth from Jogja, called batik. If you ever heard about batik. Batik is a traditional cloth from Jogja that is also acknowledged by UNESCO as the intangible cultural heritage. Here I put the classical motifs. There is a Garuda, actually this is the bird Garuda, the pattern of Garuda. Garuda is like the mythology of the eagle, that is considered as the vehicle of Vishnu in Hinduism belief. But this pattern, these motifs is still used until the current kingdom in JOGJA. So the current kingdom in JOGJA is Islamic kingdom. That's why it is called as a Sultanate Palace, Kraton Kasultanan Yogyakarta. And here, the second motif you can see as well. There, here is another motif of batik, and this is the motif is called Jawa Hokokai. So it is also a form of acculturation between Indonesia and also Japanese. That's why the color is red, but with some classical motifs. And then the blue one is the acculturation between Indonesia and also the Dutch, because at that time Indonesia was colonized by the Dutch for a quite long time. Yeah. So yeah, you can see the syncretism in JOGJA, the acculturation, the assimilation. And now I would like to take you to go around to have a look Yogyakarta through the street art. Yeah. From the palace, now we go outside to see around. Here, I would like to show you how the artists express themselves in some streets in JOGJA. So they deliver ideas. They paint it on the wall to criticize the government, to deliver the ideas to the society about, there are several issues. For instance, like what's gonna kill the culture, and also for campaigning the bicycle. And here is the illustration about the guard of the palace. And yeah, you see that there are several campaign about the existence of the kampong. And also here, the term Jogja ora didol means Jogja is not for sale. So although this province is led by the king, the society still has the room for delivering their ideas and to criticize the situation through their art. Now I would like to share about the dance. So as I put the title of this presentation, classic to contemporary, because in Jogja, the classical culture to the contemporary culture or art expression is very well developed. The palace as the center of the civilization at the time, developing the classical dance of Yogyakarta. The classical dance of Yogyakarta is known for the graceful and refined movement, a very slow movement. But don't underestimate it. Although it is a very slow and very refined and graceful movement, it's really challenge your strength. If you don't believe it, please try. I would like to give the link of the videos maybe in the end, so you can see and you can practice by yourself. And yeah, I do hope that one day you can try by yourself, because I learned this dance and I consider this dance also as a form of an exercise and also meditation because of the slow movement. And on the other side, there are some illustration about the contemporary dance that is done by several communities or artists in Yogyakarta. And puppet, the classical traditional puppet or wayang kulit existed in Jogja, that is also born in the palace, but now they also have the contemporary form. For instance, is Peppermoon Puppet Theater. You can search it and you can see how well they develop the puppet performance. And here there are several international festivals that are organized in Jogja. There are Art Jog, it's called Visual Art Exhibition, and Yogyakarta Cultural Fest, and gamelan festival. Gamelan is the traditional instruments, musical instruments, and also video mapping, light installation, ngayog jazz, Jogja Rokarta, and also dance festival. There are so many festivals here. That's why this spot is also very international, and hopefully one day you can experience them. All right, since the time is very limited, hopefully it's not over the time, and hopefully we can have more room for discussion as well. So here's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much, and hope we can share more, we can talk more. And once again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mbak Sekar, for the lovely presentation.
Do I still have time?
Yes, we still have time for you to share your video if you would like.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right. I would like to share a video. Wait. Oh, how to share the video? Okay. I will share the screen.
Dengan harga mereka tidak mengerti. Lalu mulai membandingkan dengan baju-baju yang di sosial media dengan harga cukup murah.
Guys, by the way, let me remind you again for the ones who haven't seen
by the time, maybe you can have
and
if you
also
have some question, you can prepare it. We will have.
Yeah. By the way, also the ones who get to raise their hands here in Zoom will get DREaM souvenirs. So make sure that you raise your hands like this, you know, by pressing the right. There is like emoji, right?
Yeah.
You press it.
Or you can directly type your questions in the comment box. Oh, I think there's someone that's raising their hands. Would you like to answer his question, maybe? Did someone raise their hands or?
Okay.
Was it done? All right. I think that's all. And I will give you some more links about the videos that you can check, maybe to have a glimpse of Yogyakarta and also the cultural expression, for instance. So thank you very much. And yeah, I do hope you can also search some more information, for instance, for the festivals that is organized in Jogja, because, for instance, the upcoming film festival, JAF, will be held very soon. And JAF, for instance, Jogja Network Asian Film Festival is considered as the top 50 favorite film festival around the world, because it's very special, and the films that is curated in these festivals are also very, very great. So yeah, that's all. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, I forget. In the beginning, I should introduce myself personally. My name is Sekar Sari. I'm graduated from Universitas Gajah Mada, International Relations. Currently, I'm working as an actor and also researcher. So I'm very happy to see you all. I do hope the great success for everyone. And now, yeah, there are several questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mbak Sekar, thank you for the presentation. We have questions already, but we decided to pick some of them. So let me read the first one. This is from Jessica Kudera. She says, Mbak Sekar, how was the region able to keep the distinct culture alive despite being colonized by a foreign country?
Okay, I will answer it now, yeah, before I forget. Yeah, why this place is able to maintain the distinct culture? I think because this region is very connected, yeah, between the academics that is existed in Jogja through Universitas Gajah Mada, for instance, and it is connected to the governmental system, and also there are a lot of communities in Jogja that makes this knowledge and also the spirit for revitalization of the culture are well developed. So the existence of the communities are very important, I think. There are now, therefore now, there are a lot of youth communities, for instance, for organizing, for instance, dance training, and also training on writing in the traditional letters, Aksara Jawa. So there are a lot of movements organized by the communities and societies. So there are also an approach from bottom to the top. So it's not always from the top or from the government to the society, but it's also from the bottom. I think that's a very important strategy to maintain this distinct culture are well developed in this place.
Okay, Lasafar, thank you for the answer. And we have time for one more question. Maybe we can call the participant Mas Fadrullah Hakim Yusuf. Maybe open your mic and ask your question to Mbak Sekar.
Okay.
If that's possible, Mas Fadrullah.
Hello, selamat sore.
Halo, selamat sore.
Great presentations, by the way. My name is Hakim and I'm from Malaysia. Okay, so as you mentioned just now, like the Yogyakarta was labeled as like the city of the people, city of the culture and what's not. So how does the culture, the traditional culture and the modern culture in Yogyakarta could bring the people together as one? And how does it could modernize Yogyakarta as a respected city in the nation?
Okay, thank you so much for the questions, Fadrullah. Yeah, why these things are, how to say, as success as a form of hybridity in Jogja, because I think the existence of the root for developing is very important here, and we do realize about that. We realize about how important the root, the identity of our culture, and it becomes the spirit for us for continuing the steps, for developing even more things in Jogja. For instance, as I mentioned before, there are a lot of symbols that remind us to be a human here and to connect through the batik pattern. And also yeah, it's very important for us to know the values. There are a lot of values. For instance, why in the dance there are 5 head decoration on the head, and it facing backwards. It has a values. It implies that we don't need to show off all those glitters to the front. We need to keep it back. So there are a lot of values through many symbols that makes us aware that yeah, those values are existing. And also I think the culture of criticizing is also happening in the society. For instance, expressed through the street art, and also there are a lot of local wisdom. For instance, gotong royong. Gotong royong means that we need to work together. And also empan papan. Empan papan is also a Javanese term that we need to realize where we are and how we should behave. Those kind of local values, I think, become a very important values for us to connect and to even develop more.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Sakar, for your great presentation. I'm sure our friends got to know JOGJA a little more better right now. Also, I would like to conclude today's Q&A for the JOGJA, but what I mean is, like, be sure that we'll answer your questions in the Google Classroom after that. They will be answered, but because we still have to go to the next agenda, so we are moving, okay? So the next thing is actually I guess the thing that you're most curious about is, like, it's actually the essence of DREaM. That is why I would like to ask Mama Isha to join us here and give you a presentation on DREaM. And what I mean by this is, like, what are you going to do? How are you going to be your classes? What you're expected to do through the whole time? And after that, we'll again have a Q&A session, which will be directly after her presentation. So you no need to be shy, because I guess this is something it will be very relevant for all of you. Baisha, are you ready?
Yes, Mas Dobrin, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Mas Dobrin and Feva. Good afternoon, everyone from Yogyakarta, and also good morning and good evening for all participants in different part of the world. So it is such an opportunity for us to be here with you all guys in the very first day of DREaM 2020, which is the onboarding program. And this session aims to give you some more information in details about the program. And also it is actually the orientation that we usually have in the conventional DREaM. So usually we have a campus tour, we have also introduction with each other, and I hope the session today represents the aim of the program. Yeah, you already get to know to Yogyakarta and to UGM. Thank you, Mbak Sekar, for the very interesting presentation. So now I guess you know a little bit more about Yogyakarta, and hopefully you can come to Yogyakarta in the future. Yeah. Thank you. So I will share my screen, Mas Dobrin. Yeah. Okay. It is already shown on your screen, everyone. It's all good, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so my presentations today will be divided into 4 sections, which are overview until the participants grouping. Yeah. Sorry, it's a little bit challenging because my camera is a bit low, but my presentation is above the camera. So I hope I still can interact with you guys. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with the overview of DREaM. So DREaM was conducted annually since 2009. So it was the first DREaM in 2009. And if you are wondering what DREaM stands for, it was initially disaster research, community empowerment, and microeconomics. It was 2009, so it's a few years after the great earthquake in Yogyakarta. And it was that's why we focus on those topics. However, in the following years, DREaM has expanded the topics, the discussion, to more fields and more topics. So now we want to grab more audience, and also we want to learn from wider perspective. That's why now the DREaM itself does not limit it into the 3 main topics that we first proposed in 2009. So it is the 12th DREaM in 2020. We're supposed to conduct it during summer, which is in July usually. But for the first time this year, we conduct DREaM virtually, quote unquote, thanks to COVID. Yeah, as Pak Andi said, let's not see it as it's such a difficult and challenging time, but let's see also some opportunity in the COVID pandemic period. Yeah, and that's why we are also interested in learning more about the global pandemic. We want to know about the resilience from many sectors around the world. So we set the theme for virtual DREaM 2020, which is resilience amidst global pandemic. It is also the opportunity for not only for you participants, but also for us to learn from prominent speakers, their perspectives, and also learn from different countries about the best practice in coping with the global pandemic. Yeah, so we are here virtually because of pandemic, but also we want to make the best of it. Here are the main contents of conventional DREaM that we have already had for the past years. So we have lectures, we have institution visit, we have workshop on action plan, community service, as well as cultural activities. We are aware that when we convert a program to virtual one, it might not be 100% similar to the conventional one. But don't worry, we have already prepared a lot of prominent speakers from various sectors and institutions, both in Indonesia and also internationally, to learn with you, to learn with us together, to share their knowledge and perspective in facing the global pandemic. So there will be some adaptation to lectures, institution visit, community service, and cultural activities. So hopefully today, the presentation from Mbak Sekar represents the cultural activities that we usually have in the conventional DREaM. You also have seen the video earlier in the beginning of the program of the session that shows you the activities during the conventional DREaM in the past years. Okay, before we jump into the details of the program, please allow me to introduce the DREaM team, to 2020. Pak Imade Andi Arsana, who has delivered speech earlier. Now Pak Andi is away for a while for another meeting, but I believe that he will be back later on in the end of the session. And also there is Pak Agus Supriyanto and Mbak Ade, the Deputy of Office of International Affairs, Universitas Gadjah Mada, who are also the advisors of this program. So Pak Agus and Mbak Ade, you can give some reaction in your Zoom in your Zoom screen, give some thumb. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Myself, Maisha Farhati. Yeah, so yeah, I haven't introduced myself. So I'm Maisha, I'm the project coordinator of DREaM 2020. There are Mailani and Mbak Afia Rifkiani as the event coordinators. Mai and Mbak Ani, please give your thumbs to the participants. Yeah, and there is Asti Tinaraswari as participant coordinator. Asti, give your thumb. I believe that participants are very familiar, yeah, with Asti. Yeah, you have get in touch through email a lot with Asti. Thank you, Asti, for delivering important messages to the participants. There are Fatiha or Peti and Zadul Haq or Izat as design and logistic coordinators. Hello, Izat and Peti. There is Siti Latifatul Malik or Tifa as a secretary and finance. Hello, Tifa. There are also, aside from the committees from the Office of International Affairs, there are 4 fellow students from Universitas Gadjah Mada who will become the facilitators and will facilitate you during the group discussion session. Yeah, it will be explained later on. So hello, Nugi. I'm not sure who are here. Nugi. Okay. There's a thumb from OIA UGM account. Alnus Meinata, Aziz, and Matthew. Yeah, 4 of them will be with you during the group discussion session in the pre-week 3. Yeah, okay. Thank you. So now we are moving to the program. I believe actually that you have already read your program book, so I will not go thoroughly one by one on detail, but I will try to explain some and highlight some important points of the agenda. So today is day 0 onboarding program. Yeah, now is the introduction of Virtual DREaM 2020. The next one will be conducted this Friday. Welcome remarks from UGM Rector. And we will start the first session of the lecture with the theme Resilience During Global Pandemic. So the first session is quite general, but we hope that through this session you will get ideas and general knowledge about the COVID itself and how we as government and other policymakers deal with global pandemic, how the resilience during global pandemic seen from different perspectives. There will be 2 prominent speakers during the session. First, Dr. Tara Kesaram from WHO Indonesia. And the second speaker will be Prof. Ova Emilia from the medical expert team at Indonesian COVID-19 Response Acceleration Task Force, who is also the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine, Universitas Gadjah Mada. Okay. The first session will be followed by independent study. So in between sessions in DREaM, you will have time to do independent study. Shall there be any additional materials to study? We will share it on Google Classroom. Okay, the second session, day 2, will be lecture on coping with the pandemic in socio-economic sectors. There will be 2 different speakers, prominent speakers in this session. By learning coping with the pandemic in socio-economic sectors, by this session, we want to give you some insights from best practice. Yeah, best practice, how a country handle COVID-19. First one, the speaker will be His Excellency Mr. Umar Hadi, the Ambassador of Republic of Indonesia to Korea, who will share about coping with the pandemic in socio-economic sectors, Korea's best practice. I believe, there are some participants also from Korea. You can also share your experience later on in the session. The second speaker is Dr. Lowry, Associate Professor from School of Engineering, University of Warwick. So in addition to have perspective from the government, we also want to learn the experience from other institutions, in this case, higher education institutions, how they conform with the policy that is implemented in a country. For instance, today we are doing virtual mobility. Yeah, now it is new popular term in higher education institution. Yeah, virtual mobility. So we are not really mobile physically, but we mobile virtually. This is also the form of conformity from the higher education institutions. So we will learn more details, yeah, from Dr. Irwanda Lowry about his experience in the University of Warwick, England. Okay, after the second session, we will have facilitated group discussion. It will be held on Saturday, 28th of November 2020. I will share to you the participants grouping later on, but the general information about this session is there will be 2 different sessions in which every session there will be 4 groups, yeah, doing discussion in 4 different breakout rooms through Zoom. Yeah, the first session will be 13:30 until 14:15. And the second session will be start as 15 or 3 p.m. until 3:45 p.m. Okay, later on I will show you the grouping. This is compulsory because this is also the part of the program, and also this is the base for you to do your SI assignment that will have to be submitted in the end of the program. Yeah. So following the second session, there will be the third session. I will explain to you that the first and second session is actually the adaptation from the lecture series in conventional DREaM. So it aims to give you general and basic knowledge as the important part before you enter the third and fourth session, because the third and fourth session is more practical and also more about the implementation. Yeah. Okay, so the third day or the third session is the adaptation of our institution visit, yeah, or internship. Usually during DREaM we have institution visit in which participants visit institutions, whether it is company or NGO or public sector, and they have experience. They have first-hand experience in interacting with different institutions, and also learn from them the best practice in the relevant topics and field. However, now we will bring you, yeah, to 3 different institutions at one time. Yeah, so we will have institution visit during one session with the speakers from 3 different sectors. First one, from the public sector, we have representative from Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy. Second one, from the private sector, we have presidents of Grab Indonesia. Yeah, probably in some of your country you are also familiar with Grab. It's an online transportation platform. And the third speaker will be from the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which represents the non-governmental organization. We hope that you can learn about how they overcome the crisis, because for many institutions, of course, this is a very challenging time. For government also, it's very challenging. Particularly in this case, we invite Ministry of Tourism, because tourism is one sector that is very strongly hit by this pandemic. Yeah, you might agree. You might agree because in your country, it might also affect very severely the tourism sector. Yeah. Okay. And for the private sector, we will learn how is the strategy from PrEP in supporting Indonesia's economic during this pandemic. And from the third speaker, we will learn about the role of Chamber of Commerce, for the economic sector. As usual, it is followed by independent study. And now we are in the fourth session of the program, which is also the last day of DREaM program. It will be held on the 11th of December 2020. We will have talk show about contribution to community. This session is adapted from the community service program in DREaM. We will have 3 different speakers. 2 are from Universitas Gadjah Mada, and the other one is from a national NGO in Indonesia called Dompet Duafa. So in this session, usually participants have live-in program, in some villages in Yogyakarta and around Yogyakarta. However, it is not possible to do at the moment, so we have opportunity now to learn from the Directorate of Community Service in Universitas Gadjah Mada to learn how UGM doing the community service during the pandemic, because it might be challenging. Usually when we do community service, we have face-to-face meeting, we have a lot of activities that involve both students and also community. But now, how does UGM conduct it in this very challenging time? We will learn about that from Professor Irfan Priyapada. The second one, from Dompet Duafa, we will learn about the advocacy, community engagement, and collaborations as key strategic during COVID-19 and beyond. And the last one, from Professor Kuat Triana, we will learn how researcher has a very important role during this time. So Professor Triana is the inventor of Genos. This is one of the contribution, research contribution from UGM to the community during the pandemic. So hopefully you can learn about the community service through this program. Okay, so that's the summary of the program, the 4-day program of DREaM. So participants and assignment. Now we are moving to the assignments. Okay, I hope this is also an interesting part for you, because if there's no assignment, then there won't be any challenges for you. I know that you are students who like challenges and you like to study and learn a lot. So there will be one quiz per day or after each session during DREaM. So in total, there will be 4 quizzes. And in the end of the program, there will be one final assignment, which is essay, consists of 500 words. In addition to that, there will be one facilitated group discussion that I have mentioned earlier. However, if you think it is possible, we actually encourage you to also have more discussion session or group meeting on your own. So we will arrange one meeting for you, but hopefully you can also have time, have more time to discuss in different opportunity throughout this program. The last one will be one program evaluation, which contains feedback about DREaM program. The details of the assignment will be posted on Google Classroom. Okay, this is the aspects of assessment. As we probably some of you have already read the program book. In the end of the program, you will get e-certificate from Virtual DREaM 2020. However, it is subject to the fulfillment of the requirement. To obtain certificate of completion, each participant should satisfy at least the following requirements. For quizzes, it means that you have to do quizzes every week, 3 days of lecture attendance, one final essay, and one program evaluation. So basically, you have to do all the assignment, However, it is possible if you cannot attend one of the 4 meetings, you are still possible to get the program completion, the certificate of completion, but you still have to fill the quiz on this day. Yeah, we will inform you later if you can get the recorded video for you to learn. Later on, we will inform about that during the through the Google Classroom. Yeah. I think Mas Dobrin and Veval have already mentioned it earlier. I'm not monitoring the social media, but probably the other communities are monitoring. Yeah, if you want to have to get some rewards from the committee of DREaM 2020, please be active. Yeah, during the Q&A session. Yeah, I saw some enthusiasm. Yeah, earlier there are a lot of questions during Mbak Sekar's session, and also I saw that some of you have shared your Instagram account through our Padlet page. Yeah, it's so nice to see you there, getting to know each other, introduce yourself. So I believe that it is not a difficult thing for you to share, yeah, about the activity during the DREaM 2020, yeah, today's DREaM. We use the hashtag today's DREaM, hashtag DREaM UGM 2020, and hashtag OIA UGM, yeah. Mention and follow the 3 account, the following account that you saw on your screen. And you can share anything. You can share, for example, the screenshot of the meeting and tell some insights from the session and any interesting part of the session that you want to share. Please do, and we will monitor, yeah, the activity in the social media. Okay, the detailed requirement and daily or weekly reminder will be posted on Google Classroom. So for your activity in social media, we will have some rewards and we will choose 3 best posts, yeah, in the end of the program. So please post as many as possible. Yeah. Okay, about participants groupings, do I still have time? Yeah, it will be short because later on you will see the details in the classroom. Yeah, we are very excited that there are a lot of applicants this year, but we only accept 82 of the participants. So congratulations for you to make it, yeah, among the other applicants. There are participants from 17 countries. And also, yeah, 82 participants, 38 universities, and 17 countries. So it's very nice to have you all here. Now we are moving to the grouping. You can pay attention to the screen. I will not read the name one by one, but please pay attention. This is the list of the name of group 1. Yeah, they are from Malaysia, Korea, Filipino, Indonesia, and Chinese. Yeah, okay. Please be aware if your name is here. Okay, this is group 2. Malaysia, Korea, Japan, Philippines, Indonesia, and Timor-Leste. Yeah. Okay, hope that's enough. Is your name here? Okay, group 3. From Nigeria, Czech Republic, Malaysia, Indonesia, Korea, Japan, and the Philippines. Yeah, it's quite diverse, yeah, every group. The group 4. Malaysia, Korea, Philippines, Japan, Indonesia, Chinese, and Czech Republic. Okay. Please take note in which group you are. Okay, this is group 5. Malaysia, Korea, Japan, Indonesia, Philippines, Gambian. Yeah, we haven't seen Gambian in the previous tables. Okay, so this is group 5. Okay, group 6. Okay, from Brazil. We see someone from Brazil here studying in Indonesia, yeah. Okay, group 7. Malaysia, Korea, Philippines, Indonesia, Slovakia. From Slovakia, from China and Japan. and Indonesia. Okay. Okay. So this is the last group. Yeah. Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, Tanzania, Sudan, Iranian. This is one of the most diverse group, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I hope you have taken some note in which group you are. And I hope you will have fun with your group, have a nice discussion, insightful discussion later on in the 28th of November. Yeah. Okay. So I will show you some photo galleries. It's not so many pictures. Yeah. This is from last year. There's also from 2018, I guess. Yeah, it's so unfortunate that we cannot see each other face to face this year, but just imagine that we are doing activity together, yeah, cycling around Universitas Gajah Mada, doing internship or institution visit. Yeah, you can see in the right side of the picture, yeah, they are doing internship in a business, some business in Yogyakarta, small business. In the left side, they have presentation. On the center, up there, I think, yeah, it's an internship at one of the elementary schools in Yogyakarta, yeah, during the theme education, reinventing education. And in the right corner up there, we see some happy faces during the happy but sad, yeah, during the farewell or closing program last year. Yeah, don't worry, we will have also photo session like this. Yeah, this is the typical photo session during virtual program. So you might be over there, over here. Yeah, just put your best smile. We will have also photo session today. Don't worry. Yeah, it will be a story for the future. Yeah, probably in 1 or 2 years, you will see today and check your Instagram or your phone, yeah, and see in the gallery, oh, this is the photo session, yeah, of DREaM 2020. You can still print it, right? You can print it and put a frame of the virtual photo session, which is, yeah, it's the trademark of 2020. Yeah, we saw a lot of it. So yeah, let's capture this moment. This is not the best time. This is a very challenging one indeed, but let's make the best of it. And quoting Steve Jobs, stay hungry, stay foolish. And we hope that we can learn together, yeah, throughout the program. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Maisha, for the explanation and presentation. So now we have some questions, a few questions actually, although we cannot answer all of them. This one from Aroma Swami. Aroma Swami, maybe you can turn on your mic and ask the question, if that's possible.
Yes, it's me.
Okay, you can go ahead and ask.
Okay. Thanks for the opportunity. The question is, okay. As we know that last year and usually the DREaM program is held in offline way, so we can get a lot of interaction between each other, between participants, like to teamwork and for the friendship. But in this virtual way, we just can discuss on learning the knowledge in a virtual way like this. So how we can put kind of the interaction like putting the teamwork so we can make a great interaction together between each other like that.
Thank you.
Is that clear?
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you, Arum. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, it's so unfortunate. Yeah, and it is also challenging to for us to make the same sense of interaction and friendship. Yeah, among you, 82 different participants from over the world, because usually we will have participants who are interacting every day and from knowing nobody, yeah, in the first day of the program until they hug together and crying together, yeah, in the farewell program. It might be a little bit different now, but yeah, we try to give some space for participants to interact, for example, through Padlet that we have already filled earlier. I saw a lot of participants already introduce themselves over there. So I hope if you haven't done it, please do it yeah, in the nearest future after this session. So you will get to know each other. I saw also, yeah, in addition to DREaM committees, the participants also share their Instagram account. So you can follow each other, get to know each other, share about your hobbies, your interests, yeah, and share some other stories. Also, for the that is relevant, what is relevant with the program is that we have Google Classroom, so we can interact through that platform. Yeah, also probably just commenting about the assignment or asking about the details of the program, but please feel free to also interact with fellow participants. And we will hold the group discussion. Also, yeah, it only consists of 10 to 11 participants. I hope, and we encourage that you will have more sessions, more discussion sessions among you. So even without facilitator, you can still discuss or just have informal, casual chit chat over there. Yeah, there are a lot of platforms available. So we hope that you can, yeah, you can use them much in during the program. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Maisha, for the answer. And for the second question is from Novanda Amalia. Maybe you can turn on your mic and ask the question to Mbak Maisha. Is Novanda Amalia there?
Hello. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so my question is, if the pandemic is over for the next DREaM UGM, maybe next year, and it will be conducted online, are we able to apply again and maybe come to UGM physically? Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Novanda Amalia. We really hope that we can have offline program of DREaM next year, but until today we're still not able to confirm, yeah, about that, because I think for you who are in Indonesia, you understand the condition that it's still uncertain for us. Even for some universities in Indonesia, we are still restricting or limiting the physical mobility for the next semester. Just, I think, if you follow DREaM Instagram account or Office of International Affairs Universitas Gadjah Mada, I hope you will keep updated with the information. Yeah, we will update about the DREaM 2021 program during the Instagram channel. Yeah, for now, I apologize that we cannot confirm yet. Yeah, but I think if there's no physical or conventional DREaM, yeah, possibly it will be held virtually again. Let's see. But yeah, hope to see you in person. Yeah, in the next year. Thank you, Novanda.
Thank you, Mbak Aisha, for your answers, and thank you, Mbak Novanda, for asking this. Okay, guys, thank you very much for being here today with us, but we have to conclude our event because we passed the time that we have for today. Don't forget once again to share your stories, to get your greatest time here with us. One more thing, if you have any questions, you can always open the DREaM book because I guess they will be answered there. Our people work so hard on the book, so make sure to use it. And secondly, you can always ask Mbak Asti, or the project coordinator, for not the project coordinator, but the participant coordinator, if you have any further questions. Thank you very much once again for joining our opening session today.
Okay, now before we conclude and end our event for today. Let's all turn on our cameras, including Mbak Maisha, Mbak Sekar, and Pak Andi. If you can turn on your camera so we can have a photo session together. So you guys can show your beautiful and handsome faces. Okay, everyone in the third and fourth pages. We're waiting for you to turn on your camera. Okay, fourth page. We're waiting for you, fourth page. If it's possible, you guys can turn on your camera so we can have a photo session together. Okay. Okay, a lot of people are already turning on their cameras.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So, our operator is going to take a screenshot. Maybe you can count down for us.
Or we should count down.
Or should we count down? Which one's better? Okay, maybe we can count down, yeah, Mas.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, first page, ready? Randomly, just everyone smile. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, second page. We don't know who's in the second page, so everyone smile again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't know why I'm smiling. I'm wearing a mask. Okay, third slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay, last page. Everyone in the fourth slide. Okay, so everyone who's in the fourth slide and that's not turning on their cameras.
Just everyone
just turn on their cameras now. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay!
Thank you once
Virtual
again.
clapping.
We will see you on our next session when our regular discussions come to life.
Okay, thank you everyone for participating in this opening. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Friday.
See you on Friday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sampai jumpa.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Don't forget to follow me on Instagram.
Please follow me on my Instagram.
See you on Friday.
Okay. See you
Nice
soon.
to have you, Group 8.
Open my chest and call it